Okay, I want to talk about gun control. Information that I'm pulling from is from the Brady campaign. The United States Department of Justice, data of 1990, or the report is 1996. The data is from 1995. And I'm using Wikipedia for one bit of information on the population of my hometown. One piece of information is a PDF pamphlet you can download from the Brady campaign, Gun Death and Injury Statistics Sheet from 2006-2008. Now, according to their website, their findings is 30,896 people are killed by guns every year. 360 by cops, 16,883 by suicide, 642 by accident, 220 by unknown reasons, and 12,791 murder. Now, depending on how you phrase your data, they could be saying that, like, a civilian shooting a guy trying to kill him would be classed under murder. So, you really need to find out how they're coming up with this data, which they don't tell you. Okay, because they're saying, actually their wording is 360 killed by police intervention, not justifiable homicides. You know, a civilian shooting a scumbag trying to kill him or kill another person or her. You know, they're saying police. So I've got a strange suspicion that this 12,791 murdered includes anybody shooting another person that is not a law enforcement officer. But even if you subtract half, only half of these numbers, okay, you come up with 21,844. But that doesn't matter. We're not using that. We're using the 30,896. The CDC is another area where I pulled statistics from. Okay? According to the Brady campaign, 30,896 people are killed by guns in a year. Okay? There are, according to the CDC, there is 121,599 accidents that kill people inside the United States in a year, average. Now, I don't know if they include firearms or not, so I minus the 642 that the Brady campaign says guns cause. And you've got 90,061 more people killed by accidents than firearms. Again, from the CDC. From the Brady campaign, 30,896 people killed by guns. According to the CDC, 41,611 people are killed on average in car accidents. That means car accidents claim 10,715 more lives per year than a gun does. Now, here's a bit more what I consider an ironclad argument, because it's one of those things that really kind of touches you. And I'm going to surprise you at the end here. According to the Brady campaign, 30,896 people are killed by guns. According to the United States Department of Justice, 35,467 women are raped in the year. Meaning 4,571 more women are raped than people are killed by guns. I would rather be killed. If I had a choice between that woman being raped and me dying, I would pick me dying. Because I've talked to women who are raped, and yes, you can kind of recover from that and move on with your life, but there's some that can't, never will. They'll never be able to have a healthy relationship again. They'll never be able to trust people again. I read a book, Taking Back My Life. I can't remember who wrote it, but it's a woman about being raped and going to court and everything. And she says, in a book, she talks about she can't stay on the first floor of the hotel because it's too easy to get into. She has to be like on the third, fourth floor and stuff like that. You know, these are the things that come back. It's PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. I talked to a woman who was raped, and she can remember the cologne that he was wearing when he raped her. This is 10 years ago. Every time she smells it, you know, she starts to panic because she remembers that. 4,571 more women are raped than killed by guns. And actually, that's wrong. That 35,465 women that are raped is 1/10 of the actual number. 1/10. So what that means is if 1/10, 1 out of every 10 women raped in the United States was true, there's still 4,571 more rapes than murders. People killed by guns. The real number is 354,670. If you do the math on it, that means 323,774 more women are raped in the United States than killed by guns. If 1/10 of all rapes were prevented by the use of a firearm, 4,571 rapes would never have occurred. In the grand scheme of things, 30,896 people is a small price to pay for 4,571 women that were not raped. According to the Brady campaign, sensible gun laws save lives. Prove it. Show me where a gun law saved someone's life. With the exception of a criminal. With the exception of a rapist. With the exception of a mass murderer. I can show you various examples of where gun laws have killed people. Virginia Tech, Columbine, Luby's Cafeteria, the United States Capitol. Those are 4 right off the top of my head. Where people have broken laws, illegally carrying firearms to places where people can't have guns, where people can't have that level of response. And they knew that. I'm pretty sure if certain people could talk, they would tell you that they picked that particular target because they knew people couldn't have guns. In fact, I know that because I know a person who robbed a convenience store that did not allow firearms on their property because he knew most likely people wouldn't have guns there. And no one did. And he successfully robbed the place. He got caught later, but he robbed the place then and there. And yes, he would have killed somebody if they would have fought. The thing of this, of the whole gun control issue, is summed up simply like this. I'm going to use this. You can see that right there. Okay, I'm going to use this piece of paper. This piece of paper are the people who want to keep you from owning guns. Okay? Let me put it over here. They say, no, you can't have guns. No, you can't have guns. No, you can't have guns. This group over here, this piece of paper, okay, is the group of people that I'm a member of, saying you can if you want to. You don't have to. You don't have to. If you want to, if you don't want to buy a gun, cool, don't. But you can if you want to. They're saying you can't, and that's basically what it boils down to. Okay. You have 2 groups of people. One group is saying this. The other group is saying this. So you got a group of people that's saying, if you want to buy a gun, buy one. If you don't, don't. Then you have another group of people that are saying, no, you can't. Which one do you really think has freedom on their mind? Which one of these groups of people do you think really believe in the Constitution of the United States? Because these people are actually limiting more than just your Second Amendment rights. They're limiting your right to do what you want. These people are not. They're saying exercise your freedoms. The freedom of gun ownership and the freedom of choice. These people are saying you have none.